Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below to subscribe to my channel. That way you receive all the information on what you need to do to build your cleaning business to six figures and beyond. So, do you have a Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube channel? So, a lot of our students believe that the only thing they need to do to be successful and actually generate leads is just to have a social media account. That cannot be further from the truth. In order to do anything in this industry and grab the attention of your customers, and I'm always talking about the customer journey, there's an actual map that you need to follow to understand what the customer journey is. And in the cleaning, it's very important because we are offering service. Now, one of the interesting things that have come out of the COVID-19 has been the importance of cleaning. We do not have to educate our customers as much as we used to. They felt like all they needed was to get a broom and a dustpan, throw anyone in there, and they were considered a professional cleaner. Now we know there are amateur cleaners and there are professional cleaners. And you want to make sure that you are on the professional cleaning side of the industry. What separates is a lot of experience and knowledge and actually getting the results. Everyone wants to actually achieve the results that they're looking for. You're looking for receiving results from what you do, and so are your cleaning customers. They're interested in you providing the results that they've got in their mind. And I always say, make sure you manage your customers' expectations. So when it comes to social media, does it really work? Absolutely. But you have to work it. You have to put the work in order for social media to work, especially if you're doing it organic, which is free. You're not paying for any ads, then you've got to do a lot of work. One of the things that helps is doing things automated. I am a big fan of automation. So when we're talking about the actual customer journey, right now we're talking about the attraction. So remember, there's customer attraction, there's customer acquisition, and customer retention. I will always talk about those areas because in order to get to six figures and beyond, you definitely have to do a lot of different things when it comes to attracting your customers, but you want to do two or three things well. So it's not like you need to be scattered all everywhere. I always say the first thing you want to do is to dominate one of the social media platforms. It makes no sense to be on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And then there's Instagram as well. But there's quite a few out there. There's Blogger, there is Pinterest, there's a lot. But you want to dominate one, and that means become really proficient. Understand it. Look especially where you feel your customers are. Now, LinkedIn is great for building relationships with B2B. That's business to business. Not so much with B2C. So if you're doing residential, LinkedIn may not be the platform for you as YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. So we know what LinkedIn is really great for. If you're doing customer, when it comes to business to customer, LinkedIn is really not a great fit for you. But if you're doing business to business, if you are in the space, which we have always been when it comes to doing customers on business side. So B2B is what you're looking for, business to business, as opposed to B2C, which is business to customer. So that's the first thing. When you look at Facebook, it's really great for branding. And so we call brand awareness, having individuals aware of your brand. The ways you do that is having a similar look, which is your logo, what your marketing attitude is. Like if you are a serious marketer, then they know you're pretty serious. If you're more laid back, then you become known for being more laid back. So it's kind of like the culture of your business. You have one even if you don't realize you do. Now, it should fit your personality. It should not be phony or pretentious. It should be who you really are. People can tell when you really are who you are, as opposed to if you're trying to pretend like you're hip and you're really more serious, that probably wouldn't be a good fit. So make sure your marketing fits your personality. That always works because it's a natural fit for you. Now, the next thing you want to look at is after you've looked at what we talked about, LinkedIn, and we talked about Facebook, the next thing is Twitter. Twitter is great for building your brand awareness and generating leads. All of them are great for building relationships. And the number one way that I was able to get a lot of business in doing the commercial side and the government side was relationships. Relationship building is so important, and I can't emphasize that enough. You've got to build relationships in order to really, really grow in this industry. So we've spoken about LinkedIn, we talked about Facebook, we talked about Twitter, and the last is YouTube. YouTube is great for educating your potential customers so that they understand what you're about, what you're offering, why they should go with you. And that is what's so great about YouTube. It actually brings about education. And a lot of people want to be educated. And I talked last week about your prospects. There's different types of prospects. There's some that are just ready to get started. Others want to know the facts and figures. They're like, okay, what is this? What's that? And others are like, okay, I'm good. Just let someone else decide. But you have to understand who your customers are, who do you want them to be, and make sure that you market to who you want. You cannot be everything to everyone, and you shouldn't want to be, because you're not going to be good at any of it. Make sure our fit is post-construction. I love post-construction. Love it, love it, love it. And then, of course, some contracts sprinkled in along with the post-construction. That has always been a sweet spot for us in our building our businesses when we were able to build our businesses to 6 figures and beyond. So we really went with the post-construction. We understood it inside and out. So we became specialists, experts in post-construction. There's a lot of it going on in the area when we got started, so that was a great fit for us. And a lot of people did not understand it. They didn't understand the 4 or 5 different phases of post-construction, and so, or just construction when it came to construction cleanup. And post-construction is one phase of the construction cleanup, like the final and the rough. So there's different types of construction, but that was one of our favorite expert areas, and we really did well on that. Another became doing industrial buildings and daycares. Love, love, love them. So that was a good fit for me. And it was something that we trained our employees really well, and they did very well in that space as well. So what I would love for you to do is to think of right now, an actionable item for you today is to think of right now, what is your platform on social media? Do not just have an account. And also, you have to engage your audience, those that are visiting you when it comes to your social media. Are you posting at least 3 or 4 times a day? Are you only posting once a week? Are you only posting once a month? So if you're looking for leads and generating leads, you're not getting business. Remember, I talked about that customer map. With the cleaning customer map, it is real. And you want to make sure you understand how your customers are coming in, what makes them come towards you and stay with you. So if you want to know more about that, then make sure you visit me so that way you can register below for my 10 times more cleaning customers in 30 days. I really, really do a deep dive into attracting and acquiring and retention. It's all about the mapping, the customer journey map, the cleaning customer journey map. When you understand that, you will dominate. I am telling you, when we understood it, we were able to dominate in 3 different markets. 3 really, really saturated markets, but we still stood out so much that we had customers calling us every single day, going online, getting quotes all the time, because we understood the cleaning customer map, the journey, where they come, how they go through it, all of that. Very important. So if you're really serious about your business, and if you're on this channel, you should be, because we're all about building the business to 6 figures and beyond, then make sure you click the link to register for my 10 times more cleaning customers in 30 days masterclass. It's live. It's about 80 minutes. We do a great presentation of answering Q&A, question and answers after the session. So if you've got your pen, paper ready, you're serious about your business, we're getting towards the end of the year, this is the time. Don't let January come and you start with the resolutions of what you're going to do. Today is what matters. You can't change yesterday, and you're not into tomorrow. You're here today in the moment. And I always like to say one of my things is try to make sure I live in the moment and make today matter. So today is your wake-up call. Make sure that if you're serious, I would love to share the information with you. My heart's desire is to get as many people in our six-figure club as possible. And we have quite a few of our students that have graduated into our six-figure cleaning business club. And I'm so excited. So once they've reached six figures, they're actually in the club. And we have quite a few people that are getting into the six-figure cleaning business club. And I can't talk enough about it. So it's like a little society, and we also call it Six-Figure Cleaning Business Society. So it's a society of six-figure cleaning business owners that have gone from 0 to six figures, and now they are amongst the other members that are in the club as well. So I want to see you there. We have a live event. Right now we can't do it because of the COVID, but when we're ready to do it again, we actually give a presentation on stage, and it's so much fun. And I want to see you there. I want you to put on your to-do list to get to the six-figure club, cleaning club. And I'm looking forward to you getting there. And one of the ways you can do that is to click to actually register for the master class so you can understand what you need to do to get more customers. And you can do that by learning the master class. So I look forward to seeing you there. Bring your energy. I'm an energy person, so bring it. But if you're quiet, that's fine as well. I do a roll call and a shout out. And if you just want to say where you're from, that's great. So you can give as little or as much interaction as you like. But the most important thing is the learning aspect of it. And that's my goal, to make sure that you learn at least one thing that you can implement in your business immediately. So until next time, be safe, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.